It doesn't need to start red side here because they're not looking for big ganks on the Xayah, who's just so tough to kill anyways.
Well, they are going to make it very late to this lane, as bombs do need to be avoided. Def doing a fair bit of damage, but it is answered in kind. And now they're turning. Def does have the range advantage here as he puts a ward down just to make sure that they're not wrapped around on.
So he knows how many shots you have.
Yeah. As Deft is going to get his hand shaken. Just welcoming him back. Him and Peanut, our resident Graveses. I'm going to have to hold the thought as both of these champions with circles rotating around them. And Showmaker moves out of the circles. Well,
Kellen
out. And it's another handshake that's going to connect there as Doctarm with a really nice blade caller for some damage onto Deft. But Kellen is going to bear the brunt of it. Showmaker will get the shove in the mid lane, and now they'll move on over once again. Bertle with a great flank position right now, but Beryl is holding onto him, gets the stun as the eye's going to get popped. That's the flash out of the way of Bertle. Doesn't find a lot of value with the ulti as Pyosik's running very, very quickly. Good cancel there of the heroic entrance, and Def still keeping his distance from Bertle. The Renata is going to pick up the kill on the Tryndamere, who bought a lot of space.
In the fight that ensues, does the AD carry win? As Bertle.
Yeah, he's probably real dead, but he's just going to sidestep the Flame Chompers. Surprised they didn't actually arm.
So he's going to pick up some extra experience, but this is a really
Kingen was
choice.
saving his ultimate, by the way, for this dive.
Realm Warp is up.
After that last team fight, but they're not going to go.
They can't go for it. It's way too high risk with Realm Warp being up. Zeka doesn't have vision of Showmaker. Kellen's here, speaking of which.
Rotates over. There's the Rune Prison. Not able to get the taunt on Showmaker. On fleek pickup more often than not.
He just knows that he has way more staying power than Pyosik in this game.
Yeah, well, that is an Onslaught of Shadows. Showmaker is immediately going to flash. Kingen now running after him as Canyon. So much damage.
Especially with the Realm Warp is available.
They do have Heroic Entrance and the Onslaught of Shadows. This is a fight they can theoretically take as Canyon dashes over the wall, looks to try and fight King in here, and he looks pretty happy to do so. Smoke screen goes down. Now Shirley is sort of left at the mercy of Canyon, and we know that he likes to consume these Rift Heralds if given the opportunity. I believe he wasn't able to get that one though. Pyosik gets one back. Decent little taunt there onto Bertle, who still has his ultimate available. He's stunned up, and there's a flash! Gets into the backline depth! Absolutely nothing you could do, and the Malphite is taking no damage at all! It's a triple kill for the Graves!
It is, sometimes you just get gapped. I don't know.
Yeah, sometimes the draft also doesn't work out for you, and this is exactly what... Oh my god,
Canyon, who's now...
The weaponry that this guy has is confusing me, but it's working out very, very well when it comes to the gameplay. Zeka might just die here. Does manage to get a decent taunt. Everfrost goes down as well as Def throws out a zap, but now Kellen's flashing on top of Pyosik. He's going to go berserk for a moment, as does Bertle. He throws out an ultimate.
DRX find themselves in.
Yeah.
The volatility of this game was always going to be high, but it's out of control now.
Well, Depth's going to get sped up, but the Rune Prison is still going to be there. Great Everfrost. Heroic Entrance comes down, and there is a Chrono Shift as Depth is trying to keep himself alive. Doctarm's there, though. He's got a lot of damage as Canyon is just tanking 3 people. He manages to get bailed out as well. It's not quite going to arm because, of course, the Tryndamere this time is going to press the ulti button, but he's not. And I don't even know whether he needed very much help here on this Baron, but they want to do it as quickly as possible. Kellen takes the Super Mega Death Rocket, so DRX know what's going on here, but can they actually stop it? Great flanking position here from Bertle. Keep your eye on the Rock, making his way out of the brush as here he comes. The Baron down very low. Canyon just staying in the pit, wanting to deal with this Baron first and then DRX later as Bertle just stands in amongst everyone. Pyosik gets into the pit, but he's unable to take down the Baron, and now the horse is extraordinarily low. Kingen almost helps out, taking out his teammate, and someone here, they can't die. They can't lose a fight. It's just insane how far ahead they are. Deft is going to die. It's another Chrono Shift, which just allows him to die twice.
That's the end of that. Meanwhile,
this is the start of this. Pyosik is going to be able to push Canyon away. Canyon says no. He's going to collaterally damage his way backwards. Gets over the Flame Chompers before they...
It's so low range, and he's just going to be up in the thick of things.
Can they punish it? This is the question. I'm not sure yet.
However, think so.
They're going to involve 3 people. Pyosik may die, but of course there is a Chrono Shift. Canyon gets out of the way. There's a Heroic Entrance, but I don't know whether they wanted to. Zek is going to forcibly get his hand shaken. The zap comes in. Good Everfrost there onto Showmaker as Zeka does go golden. Kingen looking for Canyon now on the back line, but he just keeps him at arm's length. It is all too easy here How many ways of reviving the Tryndamere do you need? And it's still not enough to actually win out in the team fight. Damwon Kia, they've got half health bars to show for what was a desperate attempt by DRX. This inhibitor turret is going to go down.
Important to actually finish strong than it is to start strong.
Well, that's a really dead Zillion. He doesn't bother ulting himself because I don't blame it. As Deft, he's going to have to try and flash his way out, but the Featherstorm is going to say absolutely not to that one. Damwon Kia are done with this game. It is 26 minutes in. They lasted a minute longer this time around, but I think that it's going to be once again the greatest joy of Showmaker's career, which is going home early. He absolutely loves it. Nexus turret's now going to get taken down. It's a decent ulti there from Pyosik, but I think it's too little, and I think it's way too late, even if it is relatively early in the game. They do run out of minions for now, but DRX are running out of players and health bars and towers.
Yep, that's going to be the end of it here. Damwon Kia, they started this series with a weaker record, but they're going to end it in third place.
Oh my goodness, Kingen died before he was even capable physically of pressing his ultimate button. As oh no, Beryl just explodes as he rejoins his fight. Great little handshake there from Kellen, who has had a phenomenal game. 3-0 and 13 on the Renata Glass, staying at 100% kill contribution all the way up until the very end. And Damwon Kia will
Free on the face. But still, you know, there were some issues here that were a little bit exposed by Damwon Kia.
Absolutely, and this was also some vintage Damwon stuff, right? Like this was them taking a lead, running with it ridiculously quickly, and I don't think that the same leads will be given, right? Like I don't think Owner or Peanut make the same sort of plays that Pyosik was making or wasn't making, right? And Canyon is just so good at playing from ahead.
Yeah. And they're just teasing, calling the skills.